thinking since you left me? Everything still looks the same, and now I'm facing everything above me. You really couldn't take the blame. You occupy my mind. I'm reflecting all the time.
Hi, my name's Claire Brown. I'm Head of Music and Director of Performing Arts at Mounts Bay Academy in Penzance in Cornwall. So in this video clip we're going to go through some things about having a record label which is embedded in the culture of our school. So I'm going to be talking to you about that a little bit, as well as my colleague Darren Roberts, who's our Music Development Manager and the Head of Keep Records. And then as the clip goes on, you'll be hearing from some of our students who are involved in the record label, and they'll be talking about what it means to them. You'll be able to hear some clips of the songs that they have recorded, and also some reviews with them talking about each other's song as well. I'm in a really fortunate situation where I joined the school 5 years ago, and at that point the record label was just starting off. It was a small idea where a few songs had been written by some very talented students, and one compilation album was released per year. Now we're in the situation where we're getting into tens of thousands of downloads. We have students writing their own EPs. At most of our events we have performances of original music from our young people, and it's something where the reputation of Cube Records and the music within our school has been growing over the last couple of years, hence our association with the fabulous musical futures. There's a real culture within the school of students writing their own songs. Now, to be able to write a song effectively, obviously you need the foundations of a good quality music education, and you need to be able to analyse pieces of music which are already in existence, because if you can't look at the foundation of what other people have done, then how are you going to be able to do it yourself?
You're so mysterious, mysterious, so the devil is here.
So running a record label in a school or in a youth music setting was an idea that I'd had for quite a long time, and I'd just been kind of looking for somewhere to pilot it. When I first started in Mounts Bay, there was loads of really amazing singers and performers and loads of people who were on stage all the time, and loads of gigs happening, but just no original material at all anywhere. Actually, the first gig that I did with all the local secondary schools all kind of contributing some performance, and we had 3 amazing singers who all played songs off the same Adele album. And afterwards I remember sitting down with them and going, are you sure? Can we not do a bit better than this? You know, you guys are amazing. Have you not thought about writing some songs? Them said to me, why should we write some songs? Like, there's loads of songs to play. Why do we don't need to write any more? Which blew my mind a little bit. So this was the perfect place to try the record label idea, because it would work as a carrot to get some of these performers writing their own stuff. Because it's just, otherwise just painting by numbers. I just don't understand it. We have a really rife culture of covers bands in the county, and that's kind of, to a lot of people, that's what live music is. It's balding, middle-aged, fat fellas in pubs playing Smoke on the Water badly. The record label was supposed to cut into that culture and make original music the norm. If you're a painter, you don't just knock out loads of Mona Lisas, do you? No, it makes no sense to just only play covers. I understand it as a way to learn your craft, but beyond that, it feels pointless. I launched the idea of the record label as, if you write a song, we will release it for you. And originally we said the 10 best songs that we got from the school over the course of the school year would go on an album that would come out digitally. At the time it was iTunes, was the big sell, and on CD. And all of the money that we make from royalties, from sales, goes back to the students that have written the songs. So that's a really good carrot, hopefully, to entice them. Thought we'd be inundated, and in the first year we had 10 songs. So the album was every single song that was written in school that year. We did a big launch gig, we made loads of noise about it, and then the following year we had a few more songs, and then the year after that we had a slightly bigger show with a few more songs and a few more things, and it started to become normal, and it started to become performers and singers and musicians were coming up through year 7 and 8. They were always working towards, right now you start writing your own stuff, right now it's time to start writing your own stuff. And there was a bit of a cultural shift. It became really unusual for us to do a gig where there wasn't at least 1 or 2 original songs.
I'm not invisible.
Before I was in Q Records, I generally thought it was the sickest thing. It makes you want to be a part of that. Like, I don't know anyone who wouldn't want to be a part of it. Like, who wouldn't want to be a part of it? It is sick. So before Q Records, as a performer, I was, not gonna lie, I was completely, like, I had 0 confidence in, like, anything to do with performing and singing live, or singing in general. Like, honestly, I think my mum was one of the biggest people who fully believed in me, like, fully. I remember not being able to, like, sing to her or, like, listen to a video back, and I still, like, can't do it now, but it's definitely progressed, like, a lot. The confidence, I think, personally, in myself, like, there's still, like, ways to go. Like, I still, like, freak out every single time I do anything live or, like, whatever. But I know that there's, like, people believing in me, and that just feels great. Like, I couldn't see school without Q Records, and I mean that, like, seriously mean that. I think Q Records has affected me so much. It's helped me so much to express so many things I wouldn't be able to express, like, without it. But also being able to perform live and all of the opportunities that Q Records have given, like, it's so good. It's also affected me in the way that it's been, like, a release, so live music Fridays in the locker, and, like, I would have had a maths lesson and would have been working really hard doing maths and then at lunch you go away and you have that opportunity to perform, and then it's honestly, it's like just a release of like, I don't know, just expression and feelings, I guess that's what it is really. And you feel like a family, you genuinely do. On any trips, any opportunities, any performances, there will always be everybody there to support you and to say well done. And it's also given me a really good insight of what it could be like if I want to go further in the music industry when I'm older. Or it's been good for experience as well as doing it for me and personally, my expression or whatever. It is amazing. I don't see why you wouldn't want to do it. It's like the biggest highlight of my school like experiences so far.
Cube Records is great. Before I started joining it and started being involved, I didn't really think much about it. I thought it was just kind of a extra thing that might probably lead nowhere and be a bit boring. It's not. It's really, really not. It's this massive thing that's completely changed my entire school career. Before I joined Q Record, I played piano, but only classically. I had piano lessons outside of school, and I did a bit of singing, but I wasn't very confident or very assured in my playing or anything that I did really musically, so I didn't really think it was that big of a deal. But then I joined Cube Records, and it completely changed my perspective on my playing and how I'm doing things. It's been most of my trips. We went on tour, that was amazing. It's helped me grow as a person. It's a way for people to express themselves and their feelings and just work through their talent and express it and get it out there in a way that they would never have a chance to do before. They would never think they could do before.
Kind of change point was in 2018 we went on tour to Europe, to Holland and Belgium. We played 4 shows of completely original gig. It was a massive success, and that kind of sealed the transition into a fully original department. That year we released, I think, 8 albums worth of material that summer on its own. If you are really able to perform covers and do all of that stuff, and you leave school or college or whatever and that's all you can do, there's not any real future in that beyond the pub cover scene and being the best karaoke singer at a party. Beyond that, it's kind of futureless. Whereas if you are able to function as an artist, students get used to, they've written something, it's theirs, it's their product, and then they might go on local radio and play it and talk about it and have to promote it and point people at it, and then they go and play with us as part of our show, and that's their little moment to promote their song. This is kind of what I believe in, is original music, and trying to cut into this culture of you don't need to generate any of your own art. You do. So I think it's worth it, and I think we've got something really unique, and it's probably my proudest professional, it probably will always be my proudest professional achievement, is making Cube Records a thing.
Think about it every day.
My name is Adam Smith, and my song is Always.
Someone else's song that I find super cool is Adam's new song, Always. Considering it's the first song he's ever done, it's so good and so interesting. The vocals on it are amazing, and he's a great singer, so it always turns out really well. And it's definitely going to be the one that I'm listening to the most when the album comes out, because it's great.
It's just an iconic song this year. It's legendary, and he's obviously, his vocal part's amazing, but the instrumental parts over it are amazing as well, so it really works.
And it sticks in your head as well. I've constantly listened to it once and it's in there for a solid day. So good.
Yeah.
It is a banger.
So basically the song idea was basically from my family in Morocco, and it's basically just talking about how they're always in the back of my mind, which is like the main bit in the chorus. So because I only see them once a year, and recently due to the coronavirus, I couldn't go see them.
I think I remember listening to the demo, and it was sort of the guitar part was very loose, and it was just sort of the vocal, and I think it was really cool on how we worked, Caden and Austin and myself all worked, and it was quite surprising how quick everything came together. I think everyone was quite enthusiastic about it, and everyone wanted to, and also it's because Adam, everyone's seen him perform before, and everyone's like, oh, that was great, and it was nice to see him doing his own thing and having nearly everyone on stage playing it.
I'm Xenios Jenkins and my song is Time Will Tell.
Watch out for a hidden disease, so nice maybe for a while. Please don't trust what you already know.
I'm absolutely in love with Xenios song. I'm infatuated with it. I think it's like when you see Zenny, it's just him. It's like that vibe, and there's just that little bit that makes my brain go like woo.
Good, because it's exactly what I expect from Zenny, and it's got Zenny written all over it. I did like it. It's something a bit different.
My song is a really upbeat, funky song I wanted to create to fill people with confidence, and just confidence when dealing in a situation where they think they might be wrong, but really they're not.
My name is Ruby Racing and my song's called Poisonous.
One that I did really like was Ruby's Poisonous. Love that, because her voice almost reminded me a little bit of Adele when I listened to it. But no, I liked it because it's like the kind of chilled out, laid back song. It's the kind of thing that I put on when I'm stressed out, and instantly soothe. Her voice stands out on that song so much. I just love her voice. It's like silk.
Yeah, I love that. It's just so good. I didn't expect it from her, because she seemed really unassuming before. And then it's like, whoa.
I'm really glad I got a song together because I've been trying to write one for ages, and it was hard getting the right chords because I had it in my head what I wanted it to sound like, and it was really hard trying to get that out. But yeah, I managed to.
And
the bridge is my favourite part, and coming out of the bridge, because it's got it's different to the rest of the song, and I think because with the tempo change, it's different, and I like it. I'm Neve Baldwin, and my song is called Is It Real?
been thinking since you left me, everything still looks the same.
I really love Neve Baldwin's song. It's just really cool vibes, rock vibes that I love.
It's just cool and different. It's very rocky, and I think it adds something really cool to the album.
I love Neve's. I thought that was awesome. It's just so different. You've never had anything like it before. And her voice is awesome.
So I wanted a grungy vibe. I sort of wrote about past experiences but didn't dive into them that deeply. But yeah, just grungy vibe. I like how heavy it sounds. I think when I first wrote it, it was very innocent sounding, and now we proper made it sound a lot heavier. Yeah, we recorded a lot of guitars.
Quiet indecision.
I like Eden's song. It's really got a nice humble vibe to it. Suits her voice really well.
Don't ever say I'm afraid to fight, 'cause constantly I'm fighting with my...
I'm Charlie Upchurch and my track is Northwards.
I really like Charlie's one when the strings come in. It sounded really nice. I really like how it blends together. I found it was just really nice.
It's kind of a standout in the sense that it's just nothing like anyone else has done. So
the only piano instrumental with, and it's also shown he's also matured from having just pianos to now including a string section which he wrote himself and got other people to perform and stuff, and it's very solid. It's a very solid just track in general, and something you can definitely see being played in films and stuff.
Right, so it's going to be my main track this year, and it's me playing the piano, but I've also for the first time added in other instruments, so violin, cello, flute, and it's just all of them combined really. The first time I've done that, so it's exciting.
I'm Georgia Coulson and my song is You Never. Yeah.
Georgia Coulson's new song is so cool because it's really different from what she did last year, which was like, it was just complete banger. This one's really kind of soft and it's a bit more bluesy and jazzy, and I really love it, and the harmonies and the guitar part on it is really cool, and it just really showcases her voice, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's just so nice. It's got a really nice what is it called, like, I don't know, it's something like a really like lo-fi kind of vibe to it. Yeah, it's just really chill. Like you could sort of, not saying you can sleep to it, but it's just so relaxing and lovely. And then you've got harmonies on it as well, and it's like, oh.
It was also, like, I really liked the fact, so what I remember doing was writing down loads of lyrics and then picking lines and being able to pick those lines and then coming up with melodies and then sending voice notes to you and emailing them that way. I think that was really cool as well.
So thank you so much for listening to our video about having a school record label, the development of Cube Records, and hopefully you can understand a little bit more now about how this record label has become embedded within music education in our school, and as well as listening to myself and my colleague Darren talk about how we think it's important, hopefully listening to the students talk about it, review each other's songs, and listening to snippets of their music will help you to understand why we're quite so passionate about it.
Miss Sunshine, 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 Miss Sunshine. Love letters posted with a stamp and a star. Do I pick 'em up with my chat or my car? Awful times, God, tell me, will it ever end? Can you see us in a locomotive or a band? So go hang out in my star space.